Bending poles and snapping trees. We'll show you the cleanup coming up.
I said you can take the hand away, okay?
Controversial comments about policing in the spotlight as officers come together with their communities. DC's police chief reacts. It's all next.
Now, ABC 7 News at 11 on your side.
We start tonight in the Storm Watch Center because of what happened earlier. That was a mess. The radar is clear now this hour, but this was after heavy rain and storms rolled through the area, some leaving some damage behind.
So we're here in the Weather Center now with meteorologist Steve Rudin, and I guess the question first is, are we finished for tonight?
We are in the clear, so no worries about that. We had that microburst earlier in Frederick County, and then we had that strong thunderstorm that moved over the district during the dinner time hour. That fizzled out rather quickly, and all the warnings for flooding gone. So improving conditions are on the way. And take a look at what's going on right now as we show you temperatures for the day tomorrow. We will make it into the upper 80s to just around 90 degrees. More sunshine during the morning hours, and then by afternoon, looking at a better chance for those pop-up showers and thunderstorms. And some of those storms will have the potential to become strong to severe. Humidity returns tomorrow again, and we're timing those showers and storms for you tomorrow and looking ahead to the upcoming weekend coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Steve, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thanks. All right, Frederick got hit hard tonight by those swift storms. I mean, really blasted. And tonight we're seeing some of the damage left behind.
So the National Weather Service does not think this was a tornado, but instead a powerful microburst.
Our Tim Barber's live in Frederick right now surveying the situation there. And Tim, you're in a parking lot where they really got blasted out there.
Jonathan, this storm was fast and furious. Right now, we're standing in the parking lot of that furniture store, and you can see they had this big tent set up out here covering furniture. Well, that storm came through here and tore this tent down in a matter of seconds. Tonight's microburst whipped rain around like a hurricane.
The wind was blowing sideways, the rain was going sideways.
The 60-mile-per-hour winds twisted metal, snapped trees, and smashed light poles. Even this tent full of furniture came crashing down. Brian Ricketts says Frederick's sky went from blue to black in minutes.
It was scary. We didn't know what was going on. Just the wind, just everything. We heard loud noises out here. It was a lot of thunder. So it was frightening.
The microburst blasted Ballinger Creek Pike near I-70 just before 7 o'clock tonight. Scott Crowell lives nearby.
Didn't miss us by much. So it was kind of frightening to see on the way home from work.
Tonight, crews cleared trees and repaired traffic lights, while businesses try to figure out how to move forward.
I think it's amazing how quick something can happen, how extreme it could be in a short amount of time.
You can see this is actually in the parking lot pretty good here in order to protect this furniture. Obviously that didn't work out, but they have crews out here to protect all this until the crews can put it back up tomorrow morning. Reporting live in Frederick, Maryland, Tim Barber, ABC 7 News.
Tim, thanks. The storm's also causing this backup on 295 north of Laurel. This is near Route 198. Look at that mess. Skytrack 7 was overhead showing us the traffic. No reports of any injuries, but this was caused because a tree had fallen in the road. And this just into the ABC 7 newsroom, an armed robbery that was caught on tape. But this Chinese restaurant worker decided to fight back. Now, this is in the Fairland part of Montgomery County. Police say the gunman pepper sprayed a male worker, then pointed a gun at a female worker. She struggled with him, and police say that he hit her with the gun and then pepper sprayed her as well before taking off with the cash. If he looks familiar to you, if you have any information about this case, police really would like to hear from you.
New developments tonight. The Department of Veterans Affairs has fired Brian Hawkins, the one-time head of the Washington, D.C. VA Medical Center. Hawkins was reassigned to another position within the department after an investigation found unsanitary conditions and also supply issues. In a statement, the department accused Hawkins of failing to provide effective leadership when he worked there at that center. Well, the murder of a young DNC staffer has been a D.C. mystery for more than a year.
Well, now there's a new lawsuit claiming that a false conspiracy theory about it was manufactured by the White House and Fox News.
Nancy Chen is here. So, Nancy, walk us through the lawsuit and also what the White House is saying tonight.
And Jonathan and Allison, that lawsuit centers around a report by Fox News claiming it had proof those conspiracy theories were real. Those reports, they turned out to be false, and Fox ultimately retracted the story.
The Fox News story was largely based on quotes from Rod Wjla, a former homicide detective investigating the case. But now Wheeler is suing Fox, claiming his quotes were fabricated. He says he got involved after being contacted by a well-connected Republican donor and Trump supporter. The investigator says they went to the White House in April to discuss the Seth Rich story Fox News was working on with then Press Secretary Sean Spicer.
He really listened. He didn't say a whole lot. He said that if I wanted to, he could put me in touch with the White House General Counsel.
Not long after, Spicer denied any knowledge of the Fox News Seth Rich story.
I'm not aware of. I generally, I don't get updates on former DNC staffers. I'm not aware of that.
But today, Spicer admitted he did have that meeting at the White House with that investigator and donor, calling the donor a, quote, longtime supporter of the president's agenda. And the investigator now claims there was more from the White House. 2 days before Fox aired the story, the investigator claims the donor left him this voicemail saying the White House was on board with the story.
I got a note that we have the full attention of the White House on this, and tomorrow let's close this deal.
Then this follow-up text about the Fox News article before it was even published. Not to add any more pressure, but the president just read the article. He wants the article out immediately. Today, that donor, the man in the middle, telling ABC News he's never even spoken to the president before.
I didn't speak to anybody at the White House. I was being sloppy with my words.
And late today, the White House was pressed about the Rich story. White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders saying the president had no knowledge of the story and that neither the president nor the White House were involved in it. Jonathan Allison, back over to you.
All right, Nancy, thanks. It's the annual National Night Out. It's a tradition designed to connect police officers with their communities.
And this year, it is happening just days after controversial comments from the president that